Billionaire Elon Musk and his electric car giant Tesla have scores of admirers around the world, and India is no exception. For years, Indian fans have been eagerly asking, when will Musk launch Tesla's electric vehicles in the country? However, the billionaire has continuously stalled their hopes, citing tough government regulations as an obstacle. But now the tides have turned. Earlier this month, the Indian government relaxed its EV policy, a move that many see as an invitation, especially for Tesla. Now, before we go into understanding what the policy changes are, let's explore why this is Tesla's best opportunity to enter India. Timing is of the essence if Tesla is planning an entry. The firm is under heavy pressure. It is struggling to keep up with the competition. Last year, Tesla lost its title of the world's largest electric car maker to China's BYD. Tesla made over 1.8 million electric cars in 2023. In the same period, BYD reportedly produced over 3 million cars. Clearly, Tesla's position in its second largest market is weakening. In addition to BYD, it is also facing competition from brands like SAIC and Geely. Meanwhile, demand in the US, which is Tesla's biggest market, is also on the decline. The firm depends on the US for around 50% of its revenue, and a further fall in demand only adds to its woes. The competition is so tough that EV companies are being forced to offer steep discounts to attract new customers. Tesla itself had to offer multiple rounds of discounts to attract buyers, and soon these issues are going to reflect on Tesla's earnings as well.
Ultimately, this has been a company that's had significant demand. They've had a backlog for quite a while. Ultimately, it's taken quite some time to work through that, and we've seen lead times significantly collapse as demand has started to fall. And so, for the last month or so, we've seen the company release some additional price cuts, and I expect that we'll likely see some more. But if you just take a look at operating margins, they were around 20% in the first quarter of 2021, now getting closer to 10%.
Tesla's worries are not limited to falling demand. Earlier this year, CEO Elon Musk sounded alarm over the company's growth. He warned that sales at Tesla are going to slow down in 2024. Meanwhile, the production of Tesla's Model 3 and Model Y is also being delayed. The delivery date of the new Tesla Cybertruck is being pushed back too. And to top it all, Tesla's flagship feature, its full self-driving program, is under investigation. That's after the firm's cars met with several fatal accidents. It now faces probes against its self-driving program from multiple regulatory authorities. In light of all these issues, it is Tesla's brightest opportunity to hit the Indian market. Consider this. India is currently the world's third largest automobile market. The size of its auto sector is around $151 billion. However, electric cars are only a small chunk of this. As of 2023, the share of EVs in the Indian market reportedly stand at around 6.38%. The Indian government wants to take this share to 30% by 2030, and that's why the Indian government has rolled out new policies. India has lowered import duties on certain electric cars, foreign EVs worth less than $35,000. These can now be brought to India by only paying a 15% import tax. Earlier, this tax was somewhere between 70 to 100%, depending on the car's price. But the new government offer comes with some strings attached. This tax cut is only being offered for 5 years. And it's available only for those EV makers who commit to setting up a car manufacturing plant in India. That too within the next 3 years. Although it won't be easy for Elon Musk's firm to avail of the low import duty benefits, the company stands to greatly benefit from it in the longer term. But for that, Tesla will have to make an initial investment in the country. It'll have to set up a manufacturing plant in the next 3 years. The investment in this plant should be at least $500 million, and Tesla itself is also mulling setting up a factory. Last year, after a meeting with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Elon Musk said that he wants to invest in the country, but perhaps he's just waiting for the right time.
He really cares about India because he's pushing us to make significant investments in India, which it is something that we intend to do. and we're just trying to figure out the right timing.
As Tesla plans to create a niche in India, pricing will likely be its major issue. India is still a budget car market. While there has been high growth in luxury car sales in the country, average car prices still start at around $13,000. As per reports, around 99% of the cars being sold in India are priced below $30,000. In contrast, the cheapest car model that Tesla offers as of now starts at around $30,000. And the latest models start somewhere above $40,000. When we compare it with electric vehicles sold in India today, Tesla car prices can only be equated to a BMW, an Audi, or a BYD. So although India has opened its doors for Musk's firm, there is no shortage of competition for the company in the country. Tata Motors has the biggest chunk of the Indian EV market, followed by Mahindra, MG Motors, and Hyundai. As things stand today, the Indian market has a plethora of opportunities for Tesla. However, it is not easy to grab them. Tesla will have to change itself to adapt to the Indian ways. The change begins from shifting the direction of steering wheels and goes on to developing the right pricing strategy to appease Indian customers. With tough competition and lagging sales elsewhere, Tesla has only a few options to choose from. And whenever Musk finally announces Tesla's entry into India, he will perhaps have to loosen his purse strings.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.